As the battle against Ebola continues in this African nation, Ugandan authorities are expected to receive Ebola trial vaccines as part of efforts to stem the present deadly disease. The virus circulating in Uganda is the Sudan strain of Ebola. Thus, health officials remain vigilant despite the decline of cases in some areas. The WHO and the Ugandan authorities are working closely in the fight against the virus and the importation of the vaccines. Let's have more details of that in this report.
The fight continues. Medical workers at this isolation center prepare themselves for the day's work. It has been close to 10 weeks of a sustained fight against Ebola.
To fight Ebola is worth it, and it can be won. It's also a time where we learn that we have, as the global health community, as Ministry of Health, as professionals, that we have to make sure that all the necessary capacity of health workers is there for infection prevention and control.
According to health authorities, the flow of cases is slowing down. But there are worries that the current Ebola outbreak could still spread rapidly. 9 districts, including the capital, have reported cases. The potential to spread throughout the region and beyond is real and has raised concern.
Knowing who has been in touch with someone who has Ebola is really key to containing it. And I think all of the countries in the region are concerned about the spread. Not everyone has a sophisticated health system like Uganda does.
There is currently no vaccine for the Sudan strain of the virus, which is responsible for the current outbreak in Uganda. But the World Health Organization and the government of Uganda plan to test 3 candidate vaccines this month.
We have already secured an import permit, and we have been given assurance that the vaccines will be airlifted into the country, which will only take a day.
The randomized trial is to evaluate potentially efficacious candidate vaccines. The trial start date is still not certain. However, health authorities are putting in place all necessary preparations once the vaccines arrive. The success of the trials will easily help control any future outbreaks of the Ebola Sudan strain.